Hi guys, it's Ksenia. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have another really big affordable perfume haul for you. I will be splitting this up into like two parts because I have so many. Every single one of these perfumes I've gotten at Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross, or Burlington. One of those four. I'll let you guys know where I got what. Basically, all the fragrances I'm going to show you in this video are like literally the most random perfumes you probably have ever seen. Some of these are super old. Some of these are perfumes that I hadn't even heard of before, but I just picked them up. Honestly, like one of my favorite things in the world is blind buying perfumes. I just find it so fun, like going into a store, picking out a perfume, going in my car, opening and like ripping it apart really quick and like smelling it. That's a whole experience for me. I think it's really fun. I do my research on perfumes before I buy them. Like I will do some extensive research before I buy a perfume, like blind buy it. I'll literally go on Fragrantica. I'll check out all the notes. I will literally read like every single one of the reviews. I'll go and watch YouTube videos. Like I do a lot of research before I buy a scent. Even if it's like a super affordable scent, I just want to make sure that what I'm getting is something I would actually like. Obviously, even through videos and even through reading and even through notes, you don't get like the full experience. Obviously, you need to actually smell a scent, but you do get like a hint of like if you like it, especially if you know a lot about perfumes or you're a perfume collector like me and you're just really into perfumes and you really know like the scents that you like you know your notes. Basically, I bought all of these scents so that you don't have to, but I will let you guys know that pretty much every single one of these scents that I got, I absolutely love. Like, spoiler, but it just is how it is. These are just all amazing scents, and every single one of the scents in this video is under $20. Some of these are even below like 15. Also, I feel like I say this in every single video, but it's raining outside, like as per usual. I feel like it rains here every single day, and I tell you guys that. So there's like thunder and lightning, and it's really freaking loud, and I might even lose power throughout this video. I'm not sure. But if you hear any sounds in the background or there's like weird jump cuts in this video, that's why. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with actually a new fragrance. This actually recently just came out, and I have no idea why it ended up at Burlington when it just first came out, because you can buy this at Macy's right now for like $70 or like $60, something like that. Definitely more than $20, which is what I paid for it. But they were also ending up in Burlington. The Aquilina Pink Sugar line, they came out with two flankers in their line. This was one of them, and I wanted to get my hands on the other one. The other one is Creamy Sunshine. All the notes in that scent were like right up my alley. It just sounded so delicious, but I was not able to find it. I went to like literally every Burlington that I could go to try to find it, and I just couldn't. But this one I got actually really lucky, because I almost thought I wasn't going to be able to find this, because I found it like just a couple days ago, and I feel like the people that bought this scent already bought it like a month ago when it started popping up at Burlington, and so now there's like nothing left. This wasn't where the perfumes were. It was kind of like hidden, literally hidden behind where they have their body sprays. So like when you were just like standing there, you couldn't see it, and it was kind of like rummaging through, and I see this and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes, like I finally found it. I wish I would have found the Creamy Sunshine as well. Let me know where you guys have been able to find that scent, if you found it, because all I've heard is that it's at Burlington. I know that it's at Macy's. I know you could get at Macy's, but I'm not paying $60 for it. Like, that's just not gonna happen unless I get like super desperate. But I feel like I'm gonna wait this one out for a little bit. I think I've heard some people say that it's also popped up at like TJ Maxx or something. I don't know. Let me know where you found it if you were able to find yours. But anyways, let's get into this one. So this is Berry Blast. Obviously, this is basically pink sugar, but with berries. Groundbreaking. Okay, so this is what this looks like. It basically looks exactly like the original pink sugar, which I have somewhere. I have it right here, and this one's actually the 1.7. Yeah, this is the 1.7, but this one is the full size, like 3.4 100 ml bottle, and I got this at Burlington only for $20. If you're wondering about the difference between these, I honestly don't find a huge difference, but there is a slight difference. Obviously, this has those berries, and that's really it. Like, I feel like sometimes with flankers, they'll kind of change up the DNA a lot. Like, you'll still be able to smell the original DNA, but they'll add so many notes. It'll almost smell like a different fragrance, or it'll smell like just a completely different version of the original. Whereas this one, I feel like they literally took this and added like a berry note and called it a day, because that's it. Like, that's the only difference. I really love the opening of this one, because I think one thing that a lot of people don't love about the original is probably like that burnt sugarness that it has. It has a really kind of screechy opening, I feel like, and it's just very burnt sugary type of scent. It's very like, it's like cotton candy basically. If you want to know what cotton candy smells like, it's this perfume. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that by now. This has top notes of blueberry, blackberry, orange, and bergamot, middle notes of cotton candy, cherry, wild strawberry, and cork, and base notes of vanilla, caramel, tonka bean, moss, and cedar. If I had to pick, even though there isn't a huge difference between these two, if I had to pick one of the two, I would pick this one, because I really love that berry. The berry in it just gives us like a little bit of a brightness. Like, this one's a little bit heavy, I feel like, and this one kind of, I don't know, livens it up. It brightens it up a little bit. It just gives it like a little bit of that fruitiness that this one maybe lacks, because this one is just straight sugar, like literally just cotton candy, whereas this one is like blueberry cotton candy. You definitely don't lose that cotton candy scent with this, but you also get this blueberry fizzy, just really like bright note. If you look at the notes for the original, it does already have some berries, which you honestly don't smell it at all in this, because this is literally all I can smell is cotton candy, like sugar, just like that's it and nothing else. And weirdly enough, this one actually has like raspberry, has strawberry, it has some like red berries in it, but you obviously don't smell that at all. But with this one, you get a little bit of those like darker berries in here. It's not a dark scent by any means, but if you ever had like a blueberry lollipop, it's that sort of like artificial candy, cotton candy sort of scent that you get with this one. And that's really the only difference between the notes, because they both still have that cotton candy note. They both have those like vanilla, caramel, sugary, sweet, like tonka bean notes. Those kinds of notes like remain the same in this, which is why they both smell exactly the same. But you do get those like deeper berries, like it has blackberry, it has blueberry. You also get a little bit of cherry in this as well. Basically, the only difference between these two would probably be the opening for me. This one's just a little bit more vibrant and bright with those like blueberry type of notes. You really get those in the beginning. And then the dry down for both of these is very similar, except this one you get a hint of more of those darker berries, whereas this one is just, you know, typical pink sugar scent. And these are both eau de toilettes, but let me just say the sillage and projection and just longevity of both of these is insane. Like, you will spray them on. I spray. The world is literally like ending outside, and I'm over here filming a perfume video. Mother Nature really wants to make an appearance in this video. But like I was saying, eau de toilettes, but the longevity for these are insane. They last me like from morning to nighttime, and honestly they kind of get better with time. So the longer you wear them, they just get better and better and just sweeter, and just kind of turn into like this really nice sweet cotton candy like skin scent. If I had to choose one, I would pick the new Berry Blast over this one. Even though this is a classic and I do love it, this one is just, it's this, but it's giving me a little bit of that like blueberryness that I think is just amazing. Okay, so continuing on with Aquilina, I actually have one more Aquilina Pink Sugar Flanker, except this one is kind of old, I think. I don't know when this came out, but it's not a new one by any means. I found this at TJ Maxx. I feel like the reason why I never gravitated towards this is because there's like roses all around, and even the name, it's called Pink Flower. So I'm like, if I hear any like flower, I'm like walking the opposite direction. But I was so curious, and I kept looking at this at the store, and I was like, you know what? Let me go on Fragrantica and just check it out. I go on Fragrantica, and I hear that people were comparing this to La Vie est Belle and also to Flower Bomb. I don't own both of those scents. I don't own La Vie est Belle. I like, it's a good scent, but it's too generic for me. And then same goes for Flower Bomb. I've spoken a lot about Flower Bomb and my like love-hate relationship with that scent. Beautiful scent, lasting power on me personally, non-existent, but I do like the scents. So if I could get something similar, why not? And also the fact that this was $7.99, I was like, that's literally a McDonald's meal. Like, I might as well just get it. The packaging of this is beautiful. I wish all of Aquilina's packaging was like this. I think this is so pretty. Like, it's cute. I mean, it's a little tacky. what do you expect? But it's cute. It was $7. This is the 1.7 fluid ounce, but again, it was $7. This scent is amazing. This is such a beautiful feminine scent. It's so sexy. It just exudes like feminine energy. This is basically like the grown-up version of pink sugar. It smells nothing like pink sugar. It's still sweet, but it's in a sexy type of sweet. It's not as like juvenile as pink sugar is. It's a lot more complex. There's more notes to it. There's really only one thing that I don't like love about this fragrance, and even that I can get past, but we'll get to that. The notes for this are a lot more different than pretty much all the notes in the regular pink sugar. This has top notes of raspberry, black pepper, mandarin orange, and orange, middle notes of white flowers, rose, jasmine, sambac, and base notes of vanilla and patchouli. The only thing I don't love about this scent is that the dry down is a little patchouli heavy, and that's really the only thing that I have a little bit of beef with. But even that I can kind of get past, because there's something about the other notes and the blend with the other notes that I really, really love. And yes, this smells like the love child between La Vie Belle and Flower Bomb. It smells so similar to both of those fragrances. It smells very, very expensive. It does not smell like, even in the slightest, it does not smell like a $7 fragrance that it was. It just smells so grown. And I think, honestly, as much as I hate to admit it, I think the whole reason why this smells as expensive as it does, as like mature, but in like a sexy way, it's all because of that patchouli. Like, as much as I may not want to admit it, because I really don't like patchouli, that patchouli is really holding this together. And I think it's the reason why this is completely like a 360 from the regular pink sugar. It's just a lot more like grown up, more sexy, more floral, but it still has that like raspberry, like fruitiness. This one is mostly floral with a little bit of sweet, whereas pink sugar is just like sweet sugar cotton candy, like zero florals. But I feel like that's what's really like just making this very, very feminine. So this is amazing. If you're into scents like La Vie Belle, if you're into scents like Flower Bomb, this is going to be right up your alley. It is a little bit patchouli heavy, so maybe beware of that going into this. Like, if your nose literally just cannot stand patchouli, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend this, because as much as I say that I hate patchouli, if patchouli is done right and is mixed with the other notes, I can handle it. And I feel like in this one, I can handle it. But I can admit that the patchouli is a little bit heavy in this, in the dry down. But again, if you like scents like La Vie Belle and Flower Bomb, those both have patchouli in it. And the patchouli in this is pretty much exactly like how it is in those scents. Especially La Vie Belle, I would say. Like, if you're trying to not break the bank and you're interested in either one of those fragrances, check this out first, because it'll literally give you the exact same scent for like a fraction of the cost of either of those two. Okay, so the next scent I'm going to show you guys is actually a scent I had no idea existed. I found this at Ross, and when I saw it there, I was so confused because I didn't even know that they had Victoria's Secret perfumes at Ross. And this specific Victoria's Secret perfume, I had no idea existed, because this is super, super old. I even tried to look it up and I couldn't find anything on it. Couldn't find notes. It wasn't on Fragrantica. I could barely even find anything like on any website about the existence of this. The only thing I found about this is some sellers that were selling it on like Mercari for like $140. And I'm like, let me get it, because I actually found this for, I think, like $6.99, something crazy on that. It was like on clearance. I think it might have even been like $5.99. It was so like dirt cheap. And I'm like, why not? After kind of digging a little bit more to try to find any like sort of information about this, I found that the remake of this is actually Victoria's Secret Uso Party. So when I give you guys notes for this fragrance, those are the notes that I'm going to give you, because people were saying that this is basically that scent, but it's like the older version of that scent. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know anything about this scent, please let me know. This is called Silver Party. So even by that name, that's why I figured that this would be similar to Uso Party, because they have almost the exact same name. It's a 3.4 bottle. It's huge. Like, I was like, why not? I just picked it up. It's cute. I hate this, like, what even is that? I'm gonna read you guys the notes of Uso Party, and not this, because this does not exist anywhere. But from what I saw, Uso Party is basically like the remake of this, so it basically smells the same. And even reading the notes, it does correspond with what I'm smelling in this scent. So I do think the notes are the same. This has notes of lime, sugar, pear, and poppy. Very, very simple on the notes. and it's a very simple fragrance. I do definitely smell that lime. It smells very like tangerine-y to me. Like it has a really, really bright citrus, tangy sort of opening, which I don't normally love because I don't love like a strictly tangy sort of tart scent. Those are not like my favorite scents. I need sweetness to kind of balance the tartness. That's my personal preference. But when that sugar kind of comes in and the pear, those really, really sweeten up the kind of tanginess and tartness from that lime or like tangerine and orange note, whatever I smell in the beginning. Those are like the scents that I smell in the opening of this. I really, really love this scent. This is a perfect like summer day where it's like just so hot that you just don't even feel like wearing anything because it's so fresh in like a citrusy sweet way. It's one of these citrus scents, like fruity citrus scents that make your mouth water because it's so bright and vibrant and not super artificial. It just has like this light, airy, like effervescent quality to it, and I'm really, really glad that I picked this up because I actually wasn't able to get Uso Party. I don't know if they came out with it this SAS at Victoria's Secret. I don't know if they did. I had no idea that this was like pretty much Uso Party like before it became Uso Party. It's just really good. Don't be fooled by the citrus notes because I feel like this is more sweet to me. It kind of opens up a little bright and citrusy and a little tart, but it sweetens up really, really fast, and the dry down of this is super, super sweet from that like sugar note, the pear, the poppy, like all of that mixture. It's like a fruity floral, mostly fruity. It's just a really bright, like everyday sort of scent, no fuss type of scent, something that you put on when you don't really know what to wear, something that you don't really want to like weigh you down. Super happy I picked this up, especially for the price, like $5.99 for a 3.4 bottle. I can't even get that at the SAS. The next scent I'm going to show you guys is actually a scent that I told you in my celebrity perfumes video. I filmed like my huge celebrity perfume haul like not too long ago. I will link that video up here if you want to go and check it out, but I hauled like a bunch of celebrity perfumes in that video, and towards the end I also hauled a couple body mists, perfume body mists. One of the body mists I hauled was for Onika by Nicki Minaj, and I said in that video that I thought it was kind of similar to my Riri. I kind of thought it was like a little bit generic, but I kept seeing it in Ross and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up because I know that if I don't pick it up and then it goes away, I'll probably regret it because I hear a lot of people talking about this one. I feel like from what I've seen anyway, correct me if I'm wrong or if you guys have a different opinion, I don't know, let me know your favorite Nicki Minaj perfume, but I feel like from what I've seen in videos, it seems like this is, out of all of her perfumes that she's come out with, like the favorite. So I was like, let me just get it before I regret it and I can't get it anymore. This is the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle, but the bottle is huge, so it makes it look like it's bigger than it is. So here is what Onika looks like. Honestly, this looks like a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle. It does not look like 1.7 because it's huge. I actually have Pink Friday right here, and I think this one's 1 fluid ounce. Yeah, this is 1 fluid ounce. And this is the 1.7, but this is so much bigger than this one. This is really good. I'm really glad that I have the body mist as well of this, because something that this one is not so great in is performance. It doesn't really stick around for too long. So having the body spray and layering these two together really, really helps in that staying power and longevity, because on its own, I don't really feel like this lasts for more than like 3 hours. The notes in this are really, really bright and fun and kind of like tropical. It has top notes of pear, carambola, mandarin orange, and middle notes of orchid, osmanthus, water lily, with base notes of sugarcane, white musk, and cedar. It has some unique notes. I don't really hear carambola being done in a lot of perfumes that I have. This one, to me, it doesn't smell anything like Pink Friday. It's a little bit thicker, I guess more dense than Pink Friday is. Pink Friday is more on the fresher side. It has a little bit of sweet, but it's a little bit fresher. This one's a little bit more sweet, I guess maybe from that sugar cane, all of those really sweet fruits in the opening as well. As I said in my celebrity perfume video, I do think this reminds me a lot of my Riri by Rihanna that I also hauled in that video. I don't think it's as sweet as that one, but it reminds me a lot of that one. Someone on Fragrantica described this being as like a bowl of Fruit Loops, because it's just like super fruity and bright and fun like that. Am I gonna sit here and tell you that this is like groundbreaking or anything like that? No, because it's a celebrity scent, and I know that some celebrity fragrances really do have a unique quality to them. I have a lot that do, like a lot of Rihanna scents, really smell like high end and they really are unique and everything like that. And I don't think that this one is. I think this is for sure a crowd pleaser. That's definitely what it was intended to be. So if you're into more sugary sweet scents, definitely go for this one. This honestly reminds me a lot of something that Ariana Grande would come out with, because it has the kind of like that same like really sweet, almost marshmallowy kind of sweet DNA that all of the Ariana Grande perfumes have. So if you're into those kind of perfumes, definitely check this one out. It's a tropical like starfruit fragrance without being coconut tropical or anything like that. It just reminds you of like being on the beach and eating like a big bowl of fruit. If I could categorize it, it's basically like a fruity sweet sort of scent. So if you're into that, that would definitely be a good one to pick up. The next fragrance I'm going to show you guys is actually a fragrance that I honestly didn't think I would ever pick up. This is a perfume that you can pretty much always find at Ross. Like, I feel like I've seen it there every single time I've gone to Ross. I don't know if they just have like a huge overstock of this perfume, but it's pretty much always there. So if you're trying to look for it, definitely go there. This perfume is Ed Hardy. I think this is Love Kills Slowly or Kills Love Slowly. I don't know, something like that. The packaging is insane. There's a lot going on, and you're gonna be like, why did you get that fragrance? Like, what made you want to get this perfume? And there's one reason, and one reason only, why I bought this perfume, and that's because I think somebody mentioned it in a video or something like that. I don't know who. I watch so many perfume videos on a daily basis. It's insane. And somebody mentioned it, and I kind of got curious about it because they were describing it in like this really fruity, sweet way. And I'm like, fruity, sweet? Say no more. So I went to Fragrantica just like I was curious about the notes. I read a little bit of the reviews, and I also scrolled down to the section where it tells you what perfumes that fragrance reminds you of. Honestly, that category in Fragrantica is what makes me decide if I want to buy something, because that helps me out so much. Because if you see like what a perfume kind of smells like, or the vibes that that perfume gives off, and you see all the other perfumes and you see that those are not perfumes that you really like, or if they're perfumes that you really like, that really helps you like figure out if you want to buy that scent or not. And that's pretty much like what helps me almost every single time I buy a fragrance. But anyways, I was looking in that section, and it said that one of the scents that this reminded them of was Be Enchanted from Bath & Body Works. Now, if you watched my Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale, I don't know which part it was because that video was like 3 parts, but I told you guys Be Enchanted is my absolute favorite, like favorite Bath & Body Works scent, and honestly like scent in general. If I had to pick like one scent to wear for the rest of my life, it would honestly like most likely be that, because I just love it that much. It's so good. It's like sugary pomegranate. It's so good. It's sexy, it's deep, it's dark, it's amazing. Go check out that video if you want to see me talk about it more. But when I saw that Be Enchanted was one of the perfumes that this was similar to, I was like, yes, I'm running to go get that scent. And I got it. And do I think it's similar? No, but I do really like this. It was totally not what I was expecting this to smell like not at all. It almost reminds me a little bit of Paris Hilton, like the original Paris Hilton, the one with like pink stripe, like it's like pink and black like stripe. I don't know, I'll pop it up right here, but that perfume, it almost kind of reminds me of that. I don't own that one, but I have smelled it, and I feel like just off the top of my head of what I remember that smelling like, I feel like this kind of reminds me of that a little bit. It's that same sort of fruity sweet sort of scent. I don't really get much florals in this. Literally the main thing I pick up on this, like smelling this right here, is mango, and this has mango, and the mango in this is so strong, and it's so sweet and delicious. It's like a mango candy. It's so delicious. It makes your mouth water because it's just so mango-y. Like, if you mix this with mango Mai Tai from Bath & Body Works, you got yourself a winner, because you're gonna be smelling like sugary sweet walking fruit. The top notes in this are mango, grapefruit, wild strawberry, and apple. Middle notes of freesia, lime, blossom, lily of the valley, and base notes of amber, vanilla, tonka bean, and musk. It's pretty much exactly like those notes. It opens up very fruity, has a ton of those like really bright, vibrant fruits in the opening, but it's mainly like a sweet fruity opening rather than like tangy or anything like that. And then it dries down to that like ambery, vanilla, tonka bean sweet sort of scent mixed with those like bright fruits. It never really loses that bright fruity scent, because I feel like a lot of the times a fragrance will open up super fruity and sweet and then it'll dry down with like, you know, whatever base notes that it has, and it kind of loses the top notes. But this one I feel like keeps those top notes, and then it also incorporates a little bit of that vanilla and amber in the dry down while still being very like fruity, sugary, sweet. This was definitely one that like blew me away, that I did not think I would love, that I do. So if you find this at Ross, definitely pick it up. It was $19.99, definitely not bad. I think you can even find like smaller bottles for cheaper. But if you were wondering anything about this scent and you see this video, this is your sign to go pick this up, because I really, really like this. Did not expect to, but I do really like it. I will say though, it's not like a super perfumey scent. To me, it smells a lot like a body spray, like some sort of Bath & Body Works body spray, like a fruity Bath & Body Works body spray, like kind of like Mango Mai Tai, maybe along the same like vibes as that one. So if you like Mango Mai Tai and you like that sort of scent, definitely check this one out. It's really, really good. It's going to be a really good layering perfume to layer up with a lot of my fruity body mists. I think it's going to be really, really nice for that. Okay, so the next scent I'm going to show you guys, I was really excited to find this at Marshall's because I had never seen it there, and I saw it pop up, and I know that I had seen people talk about this scent, but I didn't know that Ross or Marshall's or these type of stores, I didn't know that they ever carried it because I had never seen it. I was randomly at Marshall's and I saw this and I was like, I want to pick that up because I hear people saying so many good things about this perfume. This is Roberto Cavalli Eau de Parfum, just the original. I know that he's made a ton of flankers, but this is the original. Now, judging by this packaging, I was expecting this to be very tropical, like smelling, like maybe have some coconut in it. It was giving me a lot of tropical vibes. It almost kind of reminded me of packaging of Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. So that's kind of what I was expecting this to smell like before I checked out the notes and I saw that that's not at all what this smells like. It's not too complex on the notes. It only has top notes of pink pepper, middle notes of African orange flower, and then base notes of vanilla, benzoin, and tonka bean. So it's very simple on the notes, but somehow it smells so complex. It smells so like rich smelling. It's very oriental smelling in my opinion. It's got like this spice to it. It smells like it's so much more expensive than it is. I got this only for $16.99. This is the 1.6 fluid ounce, which is a good amount of perfume in there, and it was only $16.99, but it smells like it could be a high-end like $100 plus type of scent. It's very oriental, very spicy. It's a really, really good vanilla scent. It's very mature. It's not like your juvenile vanilla. It's not your cookie, cotton candy, marshmallow kind of vanilla. This is like vanilla that a mature woman wears, that like a boss woman wears, a lady in a suit, something like that. Out of all of the scents that I showed in this video, this is by far the sexiest scent ever. It's got like this warm spiciness to it, like ambery. It's so sexy. I think you would get so many compliments wearing this scent, and people would probably stop you and ask you like, what fragrance do you have on? Because it does not smell like it's $16. It's very like classy, sexy. It's not like a trashy perfume. I feel like what I would consider a trashy perfume would probably be like YSL Black Opium. I don't mean to offend anybody with that, but like if you're into fragrances, then you know what I'm trying to kind of convey by saying that. This is more like classy sexy, whereas that one is like trashy sexy, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying that in an offensive way because I love to wear that scent. It's not like you smell trashy wearing that scent, but it's like, you know what I mean? There's a difference between trashy sexy and classy sexy. I don't think this is gonna be a scent for everybody because I do think that there is a little bit of a polarizing scent to this. Like, it doesn't smell at all like Alien at all, but if I could categorize it into like the same vibes, like what it gives you, like Alien is like this strong, in your face, bam, confident sort of scent, and I feel like I would put this into that same sort of category. This is not your everyday scent that you wear to like going to lunch or something like that. I mean, you can, but it's going to get you noticed. Like, for real, this makes a statement in a room. It has a really, really good projection. If you like an oriental, spicy, floral vanilla, this is gonna be your scent. Like, if you see on YouTube affordable perfumes that smell expensive types videos, I feel like that one pops up in a lot of those types of videos because it's just that type of scent where it might be $16 but it smells like it's $600. But fair warning, I don't think it's for everyone because it's a little bit on the stronger side. So the last scent I'm gonna include in this video is actually a scent that I got because of you guys. A lot of you guys at this point, you all know like what my scent preference is. I like sweet scents. I love my vanilla scents. And so you guys always recommend me perfumes that you think I would like. And so many of you were recommending this perfume to me. I feel like that all started when I showed you guys this perfume. This is my Fantasy Intimate perfume. I put that on my community tab when I bought it, and I asked you if you wanted like a first impressions type video. In the comments under that post, you guys were all telling me that I should go and buy Private Show by Britney Spears. And literally so many of you were saying it to the point where I was like, okay, I'm going to Fragrantica. I'm going to check this out. And the notes for this seemed delicious. And I'm like, why haven't I never heard of that? It is so good. This by far has to be, out of all of Britney Spears perfumes that I own and that I've tried and that I've smelled, this is my favorite. Thank you guys so much for telling me about this scent because I never know that it existed. And this isn't a scent that you can buy at like Ross. This was the only I guess version that I could find this scent in, which was like the travel size. I found this at CVS. They were actually having like a clearance on these two, and I found them for like $6. So I'm like, let me pick up two. But I will honestly probably end up buying this online. But I feel like it was out of stock in so many online websites because so many of you guys were telling me that it wasn't in stock on like Fragrance Net or Fragrance X, and it was out of stock. I don't know if it's back in stock now. I haven't checked recently, and I feel like after you guys were mentioning this to me, then I kept hearing so many other people talk about it, and I had to get it. This is so good. If you like coffee and vanilla and sweet scents, you need this scent in your collection. Like, I'm telling you, if you like kind of like the same vibe as Black Opium, this is honestly better. Like, in my opinion, this is better. It has top notes of whipped cream, coffee, nectarine, and clementine. Middle notes of dulce de leche, jasmine sambac, orange blossom, and base notes of amber and musk. Literally, this is so, it has so many delicious notes in here. It smells like a cappuccino or something like that. Like a sweet, sugary cappuccino, not like bitter coffee. It's like sweet coffee. It's just so like milky, it's creamy, it's got that like that dulce de leche, so it has like that caramelly, sugary sweetness to it, mixed with the coffee note and the whipped cream. Like, come on, those notes are right up my alley. Like, if I could pick notes to put in my own perfume, those are like my kind of notes. So if you're into like the more creamier, sugary, sweet coffee note type of scents, this is gonna be your girl. And I feel like this is a scent that you would literally put on and get complimented like the second you step out the door because it's just so good. I don't think that longevity on these is like amazing, but it's okay. Like, it does last a good amount, especially if you layer it with other scents, obviously. But on its own, I don't think that the longevity is amazing, but I do think projection is pretty good. But if you're looking for a new gourmand scent to add to your collection, definitely pick this one up. Try to look out for these at CVS if you can find them, but if you can find them in stores, let me know where you found these because I'm trying to find them in stores because you guys know I don't like ordering things online. It's just not my thing. So I'm gonna end this video off with two new body mists that I've added to my collection, not from Bath & Body Works or Victoria's Secret. The first one I got from Burlington, and this kind of goes hand in hand with these two because the body mist I'm going to show is very similar, and it's by Britney Spears as well, and it's almost the same scent in my opinion. I think they're so similar. This is the body mist of Prerogative, the perfume Prerogative, obviously. I think this smells almost identical to Britney Spears' Private Show. It also has coffee notes in it. It's also kind of like this sweet gourmand type scent. It has top notes of apricot, goji berries, and pink pepper. Has middle notes of coffee, saffron, red lily, and then base notes of sandalwood and amberwood. It has different notes, but they smell super similar to me. I would say this one's a little bit more gourmandy and more sweet and sugary. This one's got, it's like that, but it's a little bit fresher, like tiny bit. But pairing these up is why I feel like I don't really need the full size of this, because pairing these up gives me that same effect, and I can just spray this all over my body and then hit this with all of like my hot spots, like, you know, pulse points and everything like that. And I feel like it could last and smell just like Private Show. It smells like Black Opium. It smells like this. It smells like basically all of those type of scents. I guess that coffee just really makes those scents smell alike. And I actually found this on sale at Burlington. For $5.99, so I got a good deal. Yeah, and then the last body spray I'm going to show is Bodycology Watermelon Splash. I feel like so many people were talking about this scent. It kind of blew up on TikTok. So many YouTubers were talking about it, and I'm like, let me hop on this trend and just get this scent, because this is so good. This smells exactly like the watermelon Jolly Rancher. It literally just smells like a fresh, juicy watermelon. Perfect like spring day or summer day kind of scent. This would pair up so beautifully with L'Imperatrice. I can never say that perfume from Dolce & Gabbana, because that one also has watermelon in it, and I feel like the combination of the two is just perfection. This is like $3 at Walmart. Alright guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys liked all of these affordable perfumes. Let me know in the comments which of these you own, or if after this video you're interested in buying any of these, or if you had your eye on any of these. Let me know all of that, because I'd love to hear your feedback. Also, please don't forget to let me know if you guys were able to find the Creamy Sunshine from Pink Sugar and where you were able to find it. Let your girl know, because I'm desperate and I'm really trying to find that perfume without trying to pay like $70 for it. So definitely leave me in the comments where you were able to find yours and any other feedback you have for me. And that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did, or dislike it. Please subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.